All right, guys. So once again, I apologize. The camera messed up the first time. But I took that kale. You see, I've already boiled that pasta. I have my kale and that I sauteed. I have some onions in here that I sauteed with that kale. Okay. You see, I transferred everything over to a cast iron skillet pan. And then what we're going to do, guys, all right, we're going to take and we're going to add in some cheeses. All right. I have some Colby Jack cheese. And then I have some Mexican cheese that also has, like, you know, provolone and things like that. Some real good melts. All right. So you want those things. All right. We're going to put that in here real good. And then let's see here. Pour in that some more cheese all on top. Sort of like you're making a mac and cheese. But we're not doing a mac and cheese. Right? We're doing kale pasta. All right. And I'm going to slowly, before I put this in the oven, and you don't have to necessarily put it in the oven, right? But I'm going to put it in the oven just for a little bit, but I'm going to slowly put this pasta on low. Okay. So letting that cheese melt and all that goodness. The other thing as well that some people mess up on, pasta is made with eggs. You find a lot of people, and you can still do this, but with this is rigatoni. With this pasta, you find a lot of people that even when they're making their pastas or when they're making macaroni and cheese, they'll load it down with the eggs and things of that nature. Now, I make homemade pasta too as well. You do not have to put all those eggs in there. Okay, so for those people who are allergic to eggs or don't like eggs, you would love this particular pasta slightly, right? So if you wanted some eggless noodles or things like that, or you like the pasta, but you don't like that extra additional egg, then this would be a great, you would love this pasta here, because I'm not going to be adding any extra eggs or anything to it. Okay. All right. And then what I'm going to do, guys, I have some sour cream. Now, I was going to be using some, I have sour cream and I also have a little ranch dressing. Okay. This is how we're going to make this nice and creamy. Okay. You see that? So like I said, you don't have to put this in the oven, but I'm going to put it in the oven just to get a little crusty on top once I get finished incorporating my sour cream and ranch dressing and seasonings. Okay. All right. Absolutely amazing. You see that? Ooh, wait. Doesn't that look absolutely amazing? Huh? All right. So for the seasonings, guys, I'm going to put a little chicken bouillon powder. I use chicken bouillon powder in certain dishes to season my broth if I'm making pasta. Not all. But this is a good, easy way of seasoning. If you didn't want to use anything else, you could do that. I've already salted my pasta water, so I don't need a whole lot of salt. But pasta is sort of like potatoes, right? So you want to make sure you still don't want any bland macaroni and cheese. You ever had bland macaroni and cheese? So this is not macaroni and cheese, but still, we don't want no bland nothing, right? We don't want no bland pasta. We don't want no bland food. It's not going to be over seasoned. Trust me, you're going to love this. Okay? You see that there? Absolutely amazing. All right. You want to make sure everything is coated. This is a really nice size pot. Like I said, this right here can be a one pot dish within itself. Okay. But that's not the way we're going today. Okay. I put in a little, like I said, I put a little of that bouillon in, but I'm also adding in some breadcrumbs. Okay. And that breadcrumbs, I have a little seasoning salt in here. And I also have some paprika. I'm going to mix that up in my hand. And then I'm going to just gently put that right there on top. Okay. And I can also smell that my biscuits are about ready. All right. This is going to go in the oven. I'm doing one hand action, you guys. So hopefully I can get this done. Woo! If I'm Shira, y'all pray for me. Oh Lord. All right. Those biscuits are getting ready to come out of here real soon. Okay. We just need them to get a little brown on top and they're going to be done. All right. And we're going to also flip our chicken, you guys. And I will show you guys the final product. Bon appetit.